News here at 5 o'clock is about Bluebell ice cream. Tonight, the company is recalling products containing chocolate chip cookie dough pieces purchased from an outside supplier.
Channel 2's Joel Eisenbaum is live now in our newsroom. Joel, this is due to a possible health risk?
Yeah, that's exactly right. The problem for Bluebell is, again, possible listeria contamination, but it is important to point out that Texas is not among the states listed in this voluntary recall. Now, the way Bluebell puts it, the problem is with the supplier of their cookie dough product, an Iowa company. They're called Aspen Hills. That cookie dough was put into 2 ice cream flavors, apparently, chocolate chip cookie dough and cookie two-step. The cartons that are being recalled were sent to 10 states, but Texas is not included. Still, it does appear that Bluebell's Brenham facility packaged at least some of this possibly contaminated product. No illnesses have been reported to date, but of course all of this comes after the 2015 listeria problem at Bluebell that led to 3 deaths and nearly sunk the company. Now, there are no reported illnesses this time around. We've got the exact details of the latest recall on our website, click2houston.com. You'll find it right on the front page. Joel Eisenbaum, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Joel, thank you. Also breaking right now, an Aldine ISD teacher is out of the classroom and facing charges for allegedly having an inappropriate relationship with 2 students.
Chance Gillette is a former teacher at Nimitz High School in North Houston. Channel 2's Robert Arnold joins us live tonight. Robert, allegations were made against Gillette after school ended back in June, we understand.
Yeah, school district officials say Chance Gillette was put on leave as soon as police launched their investigation. However, it wasn't until today police say they had enough evidence to file charges against the high school choir instructor. He is accused of having lengthy sexual relationships with 2 students. Chance Gillette has been with the Aldine Independent School District for 8 years. The last 2 were at Nimitz High School. Gillette is now accused of having sex with 2 different students on multiple occasions. Police say one 14-year-old student told them this began when she went with Gillette, his wife, and child on a trip to Louisiana. Court documents read, she explained that they were both drinking and it ended up inside of a barn, and that's when the defendant started touching her. Police say the little girl also told them they had sexual contact several other times, including his office at Nimitz High School. A second student came forward to tell police she had a more than year-long sexual relationship with Gillette that continued after she went to college. Police wrote, she stated that the year and a half that they dated, he told her he was going to divorce his wife and that he loved her. She stated she ended the relationship in May of 2016 after she learned that his wife had his second child. Gillette is now charged with 1 count of improper relationship with a student and 2 counts of sexual assault of a child. Reporting live from North Harris County, Robert Arnold, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
All right, Robert, thank you. We're following more breaking news coming to us from Iraq. CNN is reporting that the terror group ISIS is suspected of firing mustard gas near an air base where U.S. and Iraqi troops were staging. The mustard gas shell landed just south of Mosul. No U.S. troops were exposed to the gas.
Tonight, we're learning more about a local man accused of trying to buy explosives online. Our cameras were there, in fact, as 50-year-old Carrie Lee Ogborn was escorted out of a van and into federal court this morning. Channel 2's Phil Archer is joining us live. Phil, an FBI agent testified in this alleged bomb plot today.
That's right, and the judge says no bond for Carrie Ogborn, so he's going to stay behind bars now. She said she's afraid that if he were released, that he might be a threat to the community while he's awaiting trial.
Ogborn allegedly went online to purchase explosives and was caught in an FBI sting operation. A federal agent testified today that Ogborn paid $600 in bitcoins to purchase a grenade, a stick of dynamite, and a detonator. An undercover federal agent posing as a dealer sent dummy explosives to a post office box Ogborn rented under a false name. Ogborn was arrested Friday afternoon at his boat repair shop in southeast Houston, where he allegedly had taken the package and opened it. On the stand today, the agent testified Ogborn confessed following his arrest. He allegedly told the agent he wanted to bomb a freestanding apartment and a truck, both belonging to a man who stole $6,000 worth of welding equipment from him. In an email included in court documents, Ogborn allegedly told investigators, quote, "Don't want to kill, just send a message." The agent testified Ogborn maintained a post office box in Mexico and had last been there in December. Ogborn has a long criminal history that includes prison time for auto theft and cocaine possession. The agent said Ogburn was carrying a drug pipe at the time of his arrest and that drugs were found in the boat repair shop where he lived with his girlfriend.
Judge Francis Stacey said this morning from the bench that she doesn't believe Ogburn would comply with any conditions she might set to set bond. That's based on his criminal history. So she's ordering him held in federal custody until his trial date. That still hasn't been set yet. Reporting live at the Federal Building, I'm Phil Archer, KPRC Channel 2 News.
Phil, thank you. Tonight we're hearing from the mother of a man who led HPD officers on a wild chase through the streets of Houston. That chase started off of Highway 225 near Alameda Genoa in southeast Houston as a suspicious persons call. The chase then ended in the Heights. Channel 2's Brandon Walker is live now. So Brandon, his mother tells you that her son had bouts with mental illness.
Yeah, that's what she says, Lauren. She also says she tried to get him help, but because he wasn't suicidal, also didn't show any risk of harming anyone else, there wasn't anything she could do. We say she because he's an adult, and if he needed help, she says that he was supposed to turn himself in to authorities. So all of this reached a fever pitch this morning when her son's chase came to an end right there where you see those track marks.
This morning, and you can see this car going very high rates of speed, passing.
Channel 2 broadcasted live a high-speed police chase. One, as it turned out, had multiple angles.
I just think that's crazy, you know.
They followed him right through the split bar on the side of our house.
First up, neighbors who saw where it ended.
He's stuck! He's stuck!
And recorded video of the man swarmed by police in a backyard on Lele Circle off Cross Timbers on the northwest side. Also of note.
Oh, I was just praying he wasn't going to hurt anyone.
A mother's voice. The woman who says the man who gave chase is her son, 26-year-old Andrew Trevino. She asked that we not show her face.
When I called him and he answered my call, and I told him to, stop.
Trevino's mother says his trouble far extends today's chase, which is serious enough, but there's more. Channel 2 has learned Trevino had a warrant out for his arrest dated September 15th on a drug charge. His mother says he had been arrested, bonded out, and skipped his court date. The chase, she says, simply confirmation her son needed help. Something she says she tried to get him as recently as yesterday.
Called Harris County Mental Health. You can check with them. Yesterday I called them to let them know what was going on, but everyone didn't want to.
And Trevino also adding, Trevino, as of now, we're still waiting to hear from HPD, I should say. He has not been charged with anything, but if anything, when he is charged, he will likely face felony evading. We're live tonight in the Independence Heights neighborhood. I'm Brandon Walker, KPRC Channel 2 News.
Brandon, thank you. Now to a developing story from the University of Houston, where officials are trying to clear up the water there. School officials sent a warning to students Tuesday night not to drink the water. Some of it had a brown color. Houston Public Works tested the water this morning and flushed the water lines. They say there is no reason to believe it is unsafe. However, they are taking more water samples for further testing.
Two things happen on Thursday. Fall happens on Thursday, and also the big matchup between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots.
Not feeling much like fall, by the way.
No.
Sports director Randy McElvoy is live tonight in Waltham, Massachusetts, outside the hotel where the Texans are staying. Hi, Randy.
Does it feel like fall there, Randy?
Probably.
I tell you, it is perfect conditions. It's probably 75 degrees, no humidity. It's going to get a little cooler at night. They'll take this. Same conditions expected tomorrow, guys. It is good to be here with the Texans. They just arrived a little while ago. You know, life in the NFL sometimes not easy when you play on national TV on a Thursday. That means it's a short week, short recovery because, like the Texans, they just played 3 days ago. Also limited practice to get ready for your opponent. In this case, the New England Patriots coming up tomorrow night. And also an added factor for the Texans today, a long 4-hour flight just to get here. Just 3 days ago, the Texans were beating the Chiefs to go 2-0. Limited to a pair of light workouts back in Houston, it's time to play football again. The Texans flew to Providence, Rhode Island, and arrived at their team hotel late this afternoon. Just 1-6 all-time is their record against New England. The Texans, though, winless in Foxborough, including 2 losses in 2012 and 2013. J.J. Watt says now it's time to clear that hurdle and win tomorrow night.
We're the 2016 Texans, and we're going to play against the 2016 Patriots. So that's the mentality that we have, is just to go up there and play the game that's in front of us.
I think in this league, anytime you go on the road in a tough environment, it's always going to be hard on you a little bit. But, you know, that's the part of being in the National Football League, you know. And to be a good team, you have to go out on the road and go and play in those environments.
For head coach Bill O'Brien, this trip is a homecoming. He grew up here and also coached with the Patriots. Family and friends will be in the stadium to watch, but O'Brien says the full focus is on winning and going 3-0.
You know, I spent time there in the offseason. This isn't, you know, a field trip to Massachusetts to see family and friends. You know what I mean? This is going to be a very challenging football game, and that's really what it's all about.
All right, the Texans are settling in now. They'll have dinner and plenty of team meetings as they get ready for the Patriots coming up tomorrow night. On to Foxborough about 20-30 minutes from here. Big game tomorrow. Ahead at 6 o'clock, we're going to hear from J.J. Watt on why it is important to win this game and start this season 3-0. We'll see you again live at 6 o'clock. Back to you guys.
All right, Randy, thank you. Hard to believe, but there are even more sexting allegations against Anthony Weiner.
Coming up, one teenage girl says the former New York congressman told her online.
Then it was actually a little cooler today, 94 versus the 96 the last couple of days. Drier air has moved in, which means it's going to be a lovely night, so make plans to enjoy it. A little weekend rain is in the forecast, but look at that. That's a cold front. The forecast is coming up.
All right, Frank, and when we come back, an update on a man police arrested at a local motel, only on 2, the unusual way they say he would steal jewelry. And just before we continue here at 5 o'clock, a quick look at time-saver traffic. Traffic's not too bad right now. It takes about 45 minutes to get anywhere you want to travel north, west, or south of the city. Now to a story you'll see only on 2 tonight. We first showed you when police tracked Kenneth Johnson to a motel in East Houston a couple of days ago, and new tonight we're learning why investigators were hot on his trail to begin with.
They say he's a jewel thief and has made off with several rings from local stores. Channel 2's Jake Reiner is live tonight. Jake, it is how this man, according to police, manages to steal the rings that's so unusual.
So unusual, Lauren, that it has jewelry experts scratching their heads. Kenneth Johnson's accused of stealing 18 very expensive rings this summer, and on Monday, police finally nabbed him. Before we knew who Kenneth Johnson was, he was just a suspect barricaded inside an East Houston Motel 7 Monday morning. Police tried to serve an arrest warrant, and he decided to lock himself inside the bathroom. Let's talk about that theft warrant. Police say Johnson had a specific M.O. For instance, he allegedly hit up this Macy's at the Greenspoint Mall at the end of July. He's accused of trying on expensive rings and swapping them with fake rings. He'd give the fake ones back to the employee and walk out with the real ones. Then he would take them to a pawn shop to sell them.
You're not saying it's impossible, but it is close to it.
It's close to it, yes.
The likelihood of a scheme like this happening at Reiner's Fine Jewelry on Westheimer is slim. Vice President Lenny Reiner has no connection to this case, or me for that matter, but he says their #1 rule is
stay with the customer.
Employees here don't leave the showcase, but if they do, someone always takes over to watch the customer.
All our rings have tags on them, and they have barcodes, and it would be quite difficult, I should say, to take a ring and swap it in my store.
On Monday, police threw tear gas inside the motel room and coaxed Johnson out. We didn't know who he was then, but the stolen rings made the story come back full circle. All told, Johnson is accused of stealing in excess of $150,000 to $300,000 worth of rings. He is in jail with no bond, and his next court appearance is September 29th. That's a Thursday. Reporting live, I'm Jake Reiner, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Okay, Jake, thank you. In news around the nation today, former New York Congressman Anthony Weiner appears to be at it once again. This time, though, with a 15-year-old girl. The teenager sent the Daily Mail screenshots of her alleged chats with Weiner. She said he tried to get her to engage in rape fantasies. Weiner released a statement saying he has, quote, repeatedly demonstrated terrible judgment with people he has reached out to online. Weiner has a history of sexting problems dating back to at least 2011. His wife, whom you saw earlier in this video, works for Hillary Clinton, and she filed for divorce from Weiner last month.
The embattled CEO of Mylan, the company behind the EpiPen, was in the hot seat today. Heather Bresch faced lawmakers in a congressional hearing where she defended her company's decision to sharply raise prices on the product. The hearing comes after weeks of public outrage over the company's decision to raise the list price on the EpiPen from around $100 back in 2007 to more than $600 today.
You'll be happy to know that summer ends tomorrow and fall begins.
And it's really going to feel like it, right?
Well, it certainly brings in a little hope, doesn't it? And it looks like as we go into next week, that hope may become real. We'll talk about that. There's a beautiful storm pin there of the Baytown Bridge, just Fred Hartman Bridge. Absolutely gorgeous. In the meantime, Exact Track Radar shows a few showers out in that direction, but really just traces out of this. And even if that, a lot of this is probably evaporating before it reaches the ground. The air is pretty dry out there. Galveston has a pretty shot. Temperature 89. Humidity only 57%, which compared to the 87% the last couple of days, that feels pretty good. Across the GRB, a few clouds because of those showers out toward the Baytown area. 93 east-northeast winds at 8 miles an hour. Again, the humidity low. Low 90s, upper 80s. That's the story of the day. So the feels like numbers, not too bad. These humidity levels, 33, 5, 37, 41, all pretty good. So we're only looking at 94, 96 for a feels like. Bottom line is, with this east and northeast flow that we have had, it's going to be a pretty nice night. So count on that. High pressure's been in control again today, more or less right over the area, but enough of this northeast wind of dry air to really make things feel a whole lot more comfortable. Tomorrow, we're going to see that high begin to ease away. As we go into the weekend, the sea breeze storms start to increase. 40% chance for Saturday and Sunday, especially in the afternoon. I wouldn't cancel any plans. Just be aware we could see a few showers over the weekend. This is the front we have had our eye on all week, and now the models really want to try to bring it about to the coast, which means some of us are going to feel some effects and some of us may not, but it looks like there's a good shot to get some cooler and drier air in here starting next Tuesday. You'll see that in the 10-day. The tropics, Carl and Lisa. Lisa's not going to do much, too much wind shear. Carl will only be a minimal hurricane as it passes to the east of Bermuda, so that is some good news for those folks there. Evening dog walk. Watch the pause.